You guys, I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling well. Like there's something, I don't know if it's because I didn't sleep last night from 2 in the morning until 5, or what the situation is. I don't know, but I'm not quite up to speed. Let's just jump into whatever, the card. We went through all the cards. We did 52 cards, you guys. And so I'm starting over. I'm doing a recycle. And this is the very first card I did 52 days ago or so. The body is your temple. Keep it pure and clean for the soul to reside in. And the action is protect the gates to your temple by setting clear boundaries. Learn to prioritize self-care and give yourself permission to say no. I like that. I just made my coffee. I was up last night between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock, and I must have had some kind of like an ESP inkling kind of thing that I was going to get a text. But I woke up, and at literally 30 seconds later, my text went off, and it was my son, and I'll get into that in a minute. I did my nails, you guys. I have to do a second coat, but I'll do that tonight, like when I'm done with everything. But I did one coat of white. What do you think? I like it. I like it. It's the, what did I say? It's the like the cheapest nail polish you can get. But anyway, I need a second coat. Got my coffee. I have to find something to eat. I'm a little lightheaded and all that kind of thing. But I did email my doctor today. I was going to fill you in on all the stuff. I emailed my doctor. I told him I take ibuprofen pretty much every day, once a day for these headaches. I told him I take omeprazole as opposed to famotidine. Oh, Lord, did I botch that? Which is Pepsid. Normally I take Pepsid for my stomach. I have a hiatal hernia, so my stomach bothers me more than the average person. But omeprazole is like the big guns to help your stomach. And I find omeprazole works better for me than Pepsid right now. I have a lot of anxiety, a lot of acid in my belly. So I told him I was doing that. And I asked him if I could bump up the metoprolol, which slows down my heart rate. It also slows down, lowers your blood pressure, and my blood pressure is low anyway. So he said I could, but to take a half a pill at night or in the evening. Don't take a whole pill, just 1.5. My heart sometimes jumps into these high rate spells. Like I'm talking 140, 150. I've shown you a couple times. It's like somebody flips a switch, and it's the electrical thing from my brain to my heart. It could be my benzodiazepines doing it. It could be all the extra stress of Sky passing away. It could be all the stress that I've been dealing with my son. It could be the stress of being alone and trying to figure everything out on my own. It could be, all those things. But I've had heart issues like since I was in my 20s. Because of my anxiety level is so high all the time. I'm so anxious all the time. And anyway, so we'll see how that goes. Tonight would be my grief group in-person meeting. I'm not going. I already called the leader and told her I wouldn't be there. I am not up to driving on the highway. I am not up to sitting for an hour and a half in that room. I don't feel well. I spent yesterday almost the whole day just laying in bed. I did my Zazen, which is sitting meditation. I did my reading. I did the Duolingo. I did my lavender bath. I did my exercise, my 15 minutes of walk with Leslie. I did all the non-negotiables. I still have to do the Zazen and the bath and the exercise yet tonight. I did all the reading and the Duolingo and all that stuff. I did all that. So, so I'm not doing the meeting. I talked to the doctor, got that done. Took the trash out, vacuumed the apartment, and watered the plants. So I did the little things. I went out for about an hour and a half with my old friend. He took me up to the Dollar Tree, and I got 2 pairs of flip-flops. Yeah. Does it matter? They're Dollar Tree flip-flops. 1 pair is black, 1 pair is gray, because I don't have anything other than sneakers and boots. And so for $2.50, I got 2 pair of flip-flops. We'll see, we'll see how they work. And then we walked the lake 1 full lap, and then sat and talked out a few things that I felt like was weighing on my mind. So today's my sister-in-law's birthday, my former sister-in-law. It's her birthday. Wish her a happy birthday, if you would. She's a very strong, very amazing woman, and I love her to pieces, and we both have been through a lot, so wish her a happy birthday, would you please? I don't plan on making this a very long video. Like I said, I don't feel well. I think that I'm just really super tired. I have a lot going on emotionally. I took Sky's ashes from over here and I put them in my bedroom. I honestly don't know what to do with these ashes. I don't have an urn, like one. I hate to put them back in that plastic box. Yet at the same time, I hate having them in the jars. I don't know. This is all new for me. I don't know what I'm doing. But there's my emotions, they run all over the place. They're from day to day, minute to minute, hour to hour. I'm here, and then I'm here, and then I'm here, and I don't know. I was pleasantly. I like to watch some videos on YouTube also, and there's a couple people that I religiously follow, and that I really like. And one of them is Unapologetically Mel. She put a video up. If you follow her, check her out. She got a car. Like, way to go, Mel. Good job. She got a 2020. She got an electric car. Her birthday's coming up, and she worked like a dog, and she got herself a car. So check out her new video. It's only like 6 minutes long. And I don't know if anybody has followed Judea Arthur. She lost her baby girl a couple years ago to SIDS. And she has a son, Echo, and she's pregnant with a baby girl. And I followed her all the time, and then she just disappeared from social media. Her videos were all gone. She did a video today, basically just saying why she left social media. But anyway, I'm glad to see her back. Nobody's perfect, and we all have stuff in our lives. And, she talked about how talking about things that she's going through help her. And I know how much I depend and rely on you guys to pick me up by my bootstraps and kind of, tell me, like, come on, poet, you got this, So I watched a few videos there. I have Sky's little bit of ashes on today. I put on, and my fake gold chain, and just some little fake little fake hearts. Hoops. So I have a couple things to take care of yet, and then I'm going to kind of call it a day. It's 4:30. I'm going to try to get my act together and get a little more rest tonight. I'm having this thing with my son. I'm going to try to just put it in a nutshell. From the time that my son was 13, he decided he didn't want to live life without getting in a whole lot of trouble. And time went on, and He ended up doing some county jail time, and he ended up doing some state prison time. That's not a surprise to anybody who's been with me for a while. He had a heroin dependency for a while. He's been out of prison for over a year. He's been clean. He also has been in and out of multiple hospitals. He's got autoimmune diseases. He's got 2 of them. Things crop up with him. They take its toll. But there's also things that don't crop up that he tells me crops up. So it comes down to, for a very long time, I've been supporting him emotionally, psychologically, physically, financially. He's not been honest with me through a lot of stuff. I've been hurt a lot. I've been used a lot. I've suffered a lot of financial damage, a lot of emotional damage, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of shame. I feel shame on me for falling for so much of the garbage, you know. I don't know at this point ever what's truth and what isn't truth anymore. I mean, that's just me being really honest. He's not well. Like, I know he's not well. I just talked to him on the phone for the first time in 5 days. I've never gone 5 days with no contact, but I took no texts, I took no calls, I took no emails, nothing for 5 days, because I wanted him to know that I was really serious. And I finally, I gave him 3 minutes on the phone, and I told him that if he doesn't pay part of what he owes me back, like ASAP, there will never be a relationship between he and I again. I'm tired of the bull crap. I feel sad that he is sick, that he's got stuff going on. I know that he has stuff going on, but I have stuff going on. I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm suffering, I'm hurting physically, emotionally, psychologically, financially. I'm hurting too. And he's 35 years old, and he doesn't think about what his actions have done to me. And I'm just going to let it at that. And a lot of you guys saw this, and some of you were very kind and just kind of kept it to yourself, and others of you voiced your opinion and said, like, you know, just be careful in one way or another, because you saw things that I knew, but didn't want to face. So sometimes we want to try to protect our kids no matter what, you know, because they're our kids, and you know. But it got to a point that if I didn't set a boundary and break off contact with him, my money would just keep disappearing, and I'm already struggling like nobody's business. I'm struggling like nobody's business. Like, I'm jumping through hoops like you wouldn't believe to try to maintain my apartment so that I can have a place to live. And I, like, because I don't want to just up and leave here and have to move to another state, or I don't know, you know, it's just been a lot that I don't talk about. But it's been a struggle, and it's hard, and I know he's not feeling good. I just talked to him on the phone, and I could tell by his throat that, you know, he's got stuff going on again. I just paid for procedures he had done, and I'm tired of not getting paid back when I know that that could be done, and him not caring with how much I'm struggling. And so for 5 days he texted and called and texted and called and left voicemails. Mom, I'm worried. Mom, I'm concerned. Mom, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Well, he's about 9 minutes from me, and if he was that concerned, he could just trot his little butt over here, or have one of his buddies drive him over, and he could come to the door and say, Mom, are you okay? Or if he didn't want to do that, he could call the local police department, non-emergency, and say, can someone go over and check on my mom and do a welfare check? That didn't happen. So the bank dried up. I'm no longer his bank. I'm not his ATM. I'm not his bank. That's it. He's, you know. So I drew the line in the sand and said, you either fix some of this damage, or there is no more relationship. And I mean business. because if I can do it for 5 days, I can do it for 500, you know. And that was, it shows a strength in me that I have not had ever. I don't like having to do this. This is not something I want to do because I know he doesn't feel well. But a lot of the things he's going through now, he doesn't need to go through. If he was living in a stable environment, eating regular meals, getting decent sleep, he would feel a whole lot better than he's feeling. But he's making choices about his job and the hours and the location, etc., etc. It's, you know. So that's that. He has to make his choices. He's a grown man, and I have to make my choices as a single woman trying to figure out how to do this life thing. So I've been under more pressure than what I have said 100 times over. And for you guys who have said, you know, you're worried about my son, I appreciate that. There are some reasons to worry about him. And like I said, I know he has stuff going on, but there has to be an end point to how much damage is done to me, you know. And I'm talking a lot of damage has been done to me. So I'm working through a lot of things. I'm working through my own health, which some moments feels like it's just deteriorating like crazy. I'm working through the loss of Sky, which I don't think it's hit me yet. I mean, I have these hours and days and moments where it's like, oh, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. But I don't know that I'm good. You know, I don't know that I'm good. How do you know that you're good? How do you know when you get to that point? How do you know? And then all this with my son. And then just trying to maintain here by myself. Like, completely by myself, you know. It's just a lot. For me, it's a lot. With my anxiety, my panic, and the way my heart decides it's going to just jump up to 150 whenever it feels like it. It's scary. And I'm just doing my best. So thank you for being here. Thank you for continuing to be here for me. I love you guys, and you know that. And I'm so appreciative of everyone. Couple things were thrown out. I would love to have a cat. Would love to have a cat. If anybody knows of someone who has a cat that has kittens and they're local to me or something, let me know quietly. But I cannot afford to go to the Animal Rescue League and get the cat and go through all those processes, because the amount of money that I would need to put out to the complex for additional rent for a pet, to the Animal Rescue League for the adoption fees and all that, it's impossible. So, but, you know, maybe somebody has a cat who has kittens. I'm just throwing that out there in case I can manifest it. I plan to be back tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow holds. But I'm going to go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I hope everybody's as okay as you can be. I don't expect everybody to be okay. Everything's wonderful. Take it a day at a time, a minute at a time. Take care of yourself the best you can. Yesterday's card was Michelle Obama saying, put yourself higher on your to-do list. Put what you need higher on your to-do list. Instead of putting us way down here. So I did my nails. I put myself up higher on the to-do list. So I did my nails. So I'll see everybody tomorrow, hopefully. Yep.